Hey, beauties. How y'all doing? It's your girl Ray. I am here, and it is a beautiful day. And y'all, we have a super fantastic podcast guest here today, and I am so excited. But before we get into all of that, y'all know that this is Beautiful Ashes podcast, where we talk about everything from faith to family to friends to finances, all of the things, real talk, real life, and definitely real God. Okay. So today we will be just tapping into all of it. She's going to give us a little bit about what she does, and I am excited what she has to bring, these gems that she's going to be dropping y'all. So let's just get into it. So I have Tahir right here with me, the CEO of Pure Life Stationery, and I'm going to pass the situation over to her and let her chit chat a little bit. So tell us a little bit about what you do. Give us your whole name, what you do, and all the things. And
I'm Tahira Asha. That's just my first and my middle name. It means pure life, so that's how I came into Pure Life Stationery. Yes.
So
I started my business. When did I start my business? I think I got my LLC in 2020 or like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like launch like my first product for like several months after that. And pretty much like I just help the girlies like organize their lives and set like goals and stuff like that. I've always been like a planner girly. So I mean, I was that girl in like elementary school, middle school who like color coordinated her subjects, and I always took like
you was that girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I took really detailed notes and stuff like that. And I would never forget like one of my teachers, I think she was like my social studies teacher. And she was like going through my agenda and she was like, this is just too much. It's like so confusing. And I had to politely let her know, like, this isn't for you. Like, this is for me. Like, this is my organization. So, and that just like always stuck with me. But I really didn't start like serious planning until college because I got pregnant my sophomore year, and I just felt like everybody expected me to fail.
Oh.
You know how like when you do something that you know you're not supposed to do and you see like other people, you know, dropping out and doing stuff like that. And I was just like, I have to get it together. Like, I don't want to be another statistic. And that was when I really started planning because I had a lot going on, you know. Yeah, I had a lot going on. And then I never really thought that it was going to be a business. I mean, it was just something that I was doing that was helping me. But then I noticed like a lot of people started asking me like, you know, how do you do it? You know, like I was getting those questions and tell me, you know, what I can do. And then that's when I was just sitting up one night and I was like, now I've always known that I wanted to be a business owner, but I didn't know that I wanted to do this as a business. So yeah, that's kind of how it just took off.
That's what's up. I love that you said you didn't really realize that it was going to be a business, but it was something that was always in you already. That's just how God is.
Yeah,
right. Moving you into purpose before you even know, like,
exactly.
This is your purpose. You already walking in it. That's why we got to be careful not to act crazy when he give us an assignment. We're like, I can't do that. You know what you can do. Okay. So yeah, that's so good. So okay, so you are. Just talk about your family life. Mom, wife.
I am. I have 3 kids now. What? 11, 8, and 5. 2 boys and a girl. I am married. I got married in like 2017, but we've been together since I was like a junior in high school.
Okay. High school sweetheart.
Yes. And yeah, I don't know. Like and the crazy thing is like I was never that girl who grew up and like dreamt of like getting married. Like that wasn't. I never really thought about that. Like I knew that I wanted 2 kids, but for some reason, like you know how everybody say I want a boy and I want a girl, and that was it. But for some reason, like I never really thought about getting married. Like that just wasn't. You know, that just wasn't.
You wasn't thinking about how
exactly, exactly. But I mean, it just happened, and that was one of those things. Like I wasn't looking for no boyfriend. Like I was just, you know how you be in high school. Like I
Doing
wasn't
you, okay?
I
Doing
wasn't
me.
thinking about that. But
Yeah.
here he come and he's been there. Like we ain't have like no breakups, like no breaks or nothing like that. Like it's just been
It's been
straight
a
through.
lot. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's good. That's very fortunate because
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep it above. Not many women can say that.
Mhm.
So you got, and then you have a good one.
I
Like
do. I
you
do.
do. I mean, like I just be looking at your page and I just be like, girl,
I'm weak.
okay. No, but for real, a lot of women and a lot of girlies will probably envy that or be jealous.
Mhm.
But for me, it makes me smile. Like I get
Mhm.
butterflies in my stomach because I'm like, okay, this is a possible love. Like
Mhm.
I felt love like that before as well, and it is invigorating to watch others be able to have that kind of love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not
Mhm.
to hate on them.
For
Like,
sure. For
I'm glad you
sure.
could go home and it's your safe space. I'm
For
glad that that's your
sure.
best friend. I'm glad that you are not alone. Like I want that for you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
Mhm.
that's beautiful. So you're a corporate girly.
I am. I am.
That's good. And so you're a corporate girly. You're a Miss Entrepreneur. So you're like the ultimate CEO.
I am. But it's so crazy because like when I don't even be thinking of it like that. You know, like I just be waking up every day and just doing what I gotta do. Like I don't really be thinking about it until people like tell me, you know, who
Mhm.
I am or what they see me as. It just comes
But that's
naturally.
perfect. That's perfect. That means that you embody it, right?
Mhm.
That you're not just going through the motions, that you're not just trying to be that, but you are embodying it. Like that is what's in you. Like that is what you're wrapped in. Your
Mhm.
life, like your motherhood,
Yeah, yeah,
wife
yeah.
life,
Mhm.
being a boss babe, like entrepreneur, CEO, all the things. Like so, I often tell my son it's one thing to aspire to be something, but it's another thing to actually become it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can go
Yeah.
through all of the motions to be an athlete, but if who you are on the inside is not an athlete, how you
Mhm.
eat, how you think, how you train, then you're not an
Mhm.
athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that is so good. All right, so let's get into it. So tell me, because I love me some cocoa. Okay, I love
Girl.
Mace. I'm not just you. I love all of them, but I love me some because she's the star. Okay,
She
she
is.
is the star, and she is so sassy, but she got
Mhm.
like this little sweet innocence about her.
Mhm.
I love that, and I love that you are training her to be a lady. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So that goes far with me. I don't like
Mhm.
no grown little girl.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
no grown kid, period, but
Uh-huh.
definitely not a grown little girl because there's so many
Mhm.
things
That can
that are
happen.
already
Mhm.
able to happen with when they're innocent. So if
Mhm.
they're portraying this type of aura, it just attracts the
Yeah.
wrong
Mhm.
thing. So you
Mhm.
being so young and being able to acknowledge that and get ahead of that, like I commend you 100%.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Thank
definitely doing your
you.
thing when it comes to
Girl,
being a mother.
it's hard.
Now, how do you do it?
I mean, what do you mean like just her?
No, just it. Period. I mean, when I thought about you being a mom, she just stands out. But
I would
do you? Is okay. Let me rephrase the question. Is this a part of your life that you have to organize in your planner, or
what
is
like
this just
being a
something that
mom?
comes natural, like how you do it, like
Um
all the things? Because I see you like the washing of the clothes, and
mhm.
like I was never that mom. I mean, I went in my sunroom once or twice, maybe 3 times a year, and like up, down, top to bottom. But it's like you consistently, maybe once a
Mhm.
month or every other week or what.
But I think
Baby, you
that's
get
me
my kudos,
though
okay?
because I don't like mess. So like and I noticed that like when things become like frazzled or unorganized in my life, like that's a trigger for me. So like and then I'm like I can get depressed, like I can really go down this negative
Dark
energy
road.
spiral. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't like that.
Okay.
So I mean when it comes to stuff like that, it's really just like it's making my life easier, you know. But
Mm.
lately, girl, I've been hiring people to come clean my house. Like I don't got time for that no more. Like, but
I
the law,
definitely.
I just don't have time for that. But I would say like when it comes to like really spending like intentional time with my family, that is something that a lot of the times I do have to carve out that time in my planner because otherwise you get so caught up in doing all these other things like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times your family like becomes the back burner or
Mm-hmm.
you know like second to everything else that you have going on because you know that they're always going to be there. So I just have to be very intentional about what it is that I'm doing with them.
And then let's transition a little bit. I- th- let's take a pause. Intentional. I
Mhm.
love that word.
Mhm.
That word goes far in our lives, period. No matter what the relationship, no matter what the task, no matter what area of our life that we're talking about, being intentional is essential for your progression. No matter what, put your
Mhm.
shoes on. You got to be intentional to go
Mhm.
get them. Put them on your
Mhm.
feet inside them up.
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying. That's a good word. And you said it like a couple of times already in this short time that we've been conversing.
Mhm.
So but to be intentional, you have to be very mindful.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because if you're not mindful of it, you can't
Mhm.
intentionally execute.
Mhm.
And that's something that I would say I had been on autopilot for a while in my life when it came to my son. Like I would just do the same, like all the things, like when he was younger, whatever. I wasn't intentional because I'm seeing now that he's 20 years old. He's full for real, and good kid, great kid,
Mhm.
love him.
Mhm.
I wasn't intentional. That
Yeah.
boy, like how when you have a different kind of life when you get your kids, you're like, my kids not gonna do this, ain't gonna do this, they ain't gonna do, they
Mhm.
gonna beat them, they gonna do
Mhm.
all the things. So with my
Mhm.
son, I was just like, he not gonna have to wash dishes every night. He's not gonna have to
Mhm.
clean his room every day. Like he gonna be a kid, baby. Don't do it. Go back. Abort. Do what your mama did.
I think you have to have a balance though. Like,
I realize now, looking back on it, I had a balance. I
mhm.
had the balance with the lifestyle that we had
Yeah.
because it's necessary. Your balance can't look like Sally Joe balance. Okay,
Mhm.
it's got to
Mhm.
work for your family.
Mhm.
So I just was so stuck on because I came from a family where I did a lot as a youngster.
Me too.
I had
Mhm.
to take a lot of responsibility
Mhm.
on. My parents were serious. What they wanted, what we done in the
Mhm.
house. You gonna watch the baseboards, you watch the
Mhm.
dishes, you
Girl,
know
them
what we doing,
baseboards.
whatever. Like I probably never watched the baseboards in here either. I'm just saying, baseboards is a trigger.
Uh-huh.
I
Scrubbing
don't
the
want that.
walls,
Yeah,
honey.
girl. I was not that mom. And so now, if I'm, trying to do some spray clean, I'm like, we gonna get the baseboard. I'm like, baseboard? What? You look at them, I'm like, boy, listen, so that's
But that's what we used to say. Like, ain't nobody looking at our baseboards when they come to our house, but baby, they still gotta be clean.
I need some of that don't back down that my mama had. She was like a little thing, but she was so mighty in her personality, baby. You just would do what she said. I was like towering over her, and she was just looking at me like, yes, ma'am. Just touch. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, intentional, and that is crazy. Yeah,
Mhm.
I realize now, because I'm the first to say I have not always done everything right,
Mhm.
and that parent
Mhm.
motherhood stuff
Mhm.
that comes not with the manual,
Mhm.
and that manual that you think it come with, it got a whole bunch of parts missing. You know how the
Mhm.
manual have like the screws and the pieces, but it don't tell you got to
Yeah.
turn it three times
Exactly.
this way, and push
Exactly.
it. Like it just tell you to just go in here, and you need to figure out how to fasten
Uh-huh.
it. But so when it comes to that motherhood piece, like you are really carrying it well.
Thank
And I mean,
you.
good thing you don't have to do it by yourself. But I really feel in my heart of
Mhm.
hearts, if you did, you would still rock
Mhm.
it the same way.
Thank
Because
you.
I just feel like, I mean, I know, their dad being around and him being very, present in y'all life makes it that much easier. But I just feel
Mhm.
like based off of your personality and energy, you would
Yeah.
still go just as hard.
Mhm.
So, like, ladies, mommies, parents, whether it's two of y'all or one of y'all, just, get you a system and work it.
Mhm.
Get you a system and work that system for you, for
Yeah.
your life, for what you need. So, let's transition a little bit. Let's
Okay.
talk about Bay.
Yes,
That's what you call him all the time.
I don't
Oh,
think
your baby daddy.
people be like, why do you still call him that? Like, why is that his name in your phone? I'm like, I don't know, because I feel like he was my baby daddy before he was my husband, so it just never switched over. Like, I
But
just kept
you
it the
definitely
same.
don't carry him like he baby daddy. It's
No,
not baby daddy
no,
vibes,
no, it's not
but
baby
it's
daddy
so
vibes.
cute how y'all interact with each other. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna call it pure. It's
Yes.
very organic.
Mhm.
It's no fluff.
Mhm.
Like when you be like, he clocked me, girl, I be weak. I just be like, let me go on to your page and give me a laugh for the day, because something's gonna be up there. Somebody did something
That's my
today.
best friend, like for real. Like that is my best friend. Like that's just like my person. Like I don't like I have girlfriends and I have best friends and I have, female, relatives and stuff, but I can't talk to nobody how I talk to him. Like just about everything. I don't That's my best friend. Like I don't know what I would do. I just don't know. Like for real. I'm weak. I am weak. Like he get on my nerves, but and that's what be so funny because I was just showing him last night because I just kept getting like all of these notifications on Instagram and like our date night reel is doing a little bit of numbers. So I was showing him and we both was looking at each other because like when on the outside looking in, right? People was like sharing it to their stories and they're like, oh, this like the perfect, blase, blase. He was like, girl, they don't even know, like, babe, they do not know. Like, we be in here going at it. Like,
buck, okay? But when we step out this door, it's like,
exactly.
But that's
exactly.
how it's supposed to be. Right?
Yeah.
That is so good. So we can get back to your I word, intentional. Are you very intentional with your spouse?
I am. Relationship? I am, because I'm not gonna lie. Like we had like a really bad spot like a couple of years ago, and I just felt like it was because we were both kind of doing our own thing, right? Yes. Like he had what he had going on, I had my business and all of the things that I was trying to do, and we just wasn't like connecting. And I'm a connector. Yeah, like I need attention, I need affection, I need quality time, like I need all of those things. And so we both are just like very intentional about like, and it's not always having to like go out, but I make sure, we check in on each other or I check in on him, just like little things like that. Cause yeah, I have to be very intentional. Otherwise you start doing what you're doing and you're not realizing that, you're not even being a wife. Like, ooh, like
you're just being Tahira right now.
Yeah, like I'm like, girl, you ain't even ask your husband, like, you ain't even cooked your husband a meal in like 4 days. Like, girl, like, so you have to, be very intentional.
And it's cool what you just said too. Like you be like Tahira. Like you check yourself. That's cool. Yeah. A lot of people, they justify.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Explain it away. And that's so important, like in marriage. Please believe me. You gotta be on the same page with what's happening in your relationship. And it takes a lot of forgiving. And accepting apologies that you don't even ever hear out their mouth. You just be like, he apologized.
Yeah.
And keep it moving. Because
he's sorry.
He really is in his heart. It's okay, Lord. Thank you for telling me he is. Let me just act like you said, or whatever it is that you think you need to have your tank full. Because for real, honestly, in relationships, your tank is not always going to get full by the other person. They might not even have the capacity right now in this moment where you need to be gassed up.
Yeah.
To fill you up. Because even though we are best friends and we are like partners, we can't always
depend on
and depend on the other person to make us complete. That's why you gotta come with something for yourself to soothe yourself.
Yes.
Like I was very intentional, and this is so crazy with my son. When he was born, my son was born really early, 28 weeks. He was blind and deaf when he was born.
Oh my God.
There was a lot going on. And the one thing that I remember from him going through all of that is he had this one nurse, and she would always tell me, like, he would get start having like bradycardia attacks, his heart rate would be dipping, he's agitated or whatever, he's going on, but he would only do it when people were like bothering him or trying to come to his rescue. Like if he was in distress or the mask was moving or whatever, like he had this one nurse and she would tell me he's a self-soother. Don't open the incubator and put your hands in, because it will further make him act crazy. Now they got to do rush.
Yeah.
And she would be like, just let him soothe himself. And that has stuck with me in my life about a lot of things. Like you have to get to a place in your life that sometimes where you can be a self-soother, especially in your relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Because right now, in this very moment, when I need my hand held, if he can't hold it, I can't be going out here.
Exactly.
Now I want a divorce.
Exactly.
And it's over because you couldn't meet me where I needed you to be at right now. I don't know what's going on in here or here for you. You know what I'm saying? So let me get something that's going to be able to hold me over until I can just pull you to the side of the okay, so you got something right now?
Yeah.
It's my time. Like, what was happening earlier?
Yeah,
for sure. Not have no more. How can I
for
help
sure?
you? Help
For
me,
sure.
help you.
Yeah.
Not let that happen no more. But yeah, so that is so good that you can pull yourself together on behalf of
But that's something that I had to like learn in that rough patch. Like I was relying on him a little bit like too much, and I needed to have like my own like I needed to have like my own happiness before you could reach out to somebody else and be like, hey, I need you to make me happy. Like, girl, what? Like that's not even. But then I guess that kind of comes from like people used to tell me that like we were like too young to be getting married and stuff like that, because I think I was still in like my 20s when I married him, and then and he was all I knew, right? So it's like at the time I couldn't understand what they were saying, but now I understand it, like why they would say that. Now of course I don't care, but like why they were saying it, because it's like, girl, you don't even know who you are yet, but you're about to get married to someone.
That's so good, because that was my next question. Like, because you're young, to your point, great segue. And I'm too old. But so in society, social media, all of the influences, like all the things, marriages in today's world look nothing like marriages back in the day, right?
No.
Nothing.
So
all the things that I was taught is not what's happening on these streets right now. So really, honestly, people are like, you learn from your parents, your grandparents. Nah, baby.
Yeah.
You learn through trial and error. You learn through your marriage.
Yeah.
What works for your marriage. But to that point, being young and having to be intentional about your marriage, like, how do you feel about roles in a marriage?
Oh,
was this a question before for you?
This is something that I still battle with this, because like I still have, like, I would love for our marriage to be the old school way, where the man protects and provides, and I just sit at home, take care of these children, right? Like, I would love for it to be that way, but at the same time, and when I say, like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, because everyone knows, like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I'm still going to have businesses, right? So it's not going to be that type. I would never just be able to stay home and just depend on somebody else. Yeah, like that's crazy. But I mean, as far as like roles in the house, like we've never operated that way. And it's crazy for me to want that, knowing that like we've never operated. Like
that's what I was hoping you said.
Yeah, we've never operated that way. Like he's always cooked. He's always helped me clean up. Like now he don't clean up how I want him to clean up, but he cleans up like a man. Yeah, he contributes. Not like a man. He's always like taking care of the kids. Like we've never like. Now, of course, like he pays the majority of the bills, but that's just because he makes more than I do, So it's just like, I don't know. I just don't. We've never really had the roles situation, and I don't think, because like God forbid, like we were to go our separate ways, right? And this whole time we've had those roles, and I know like I would never forget, like I was watching like Real Housewives, and they were like going through their divorces. They always getting a divorce on Real Housewives. And the girl was like, she didn't know like how much the bills were. Like she didn't know how to pay the mortgage. And I'm like, girl, what?
Where were you?
Yeah, so I'm just like, God forbid something like that was to happen, and I don't know how to maintain my lifestyle or like my kids' lifestyle. Yeah. So I don't think We don't really do roles. Mm-mm.
I think that's so healthy, though.
We don't really do roles.
I think it's healthy to not hone in on what one or the other is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I joke all of the time because I'm in finance.
Mm-hmm.
So I be telling like the wife or the husband, like, you the significant other, sign if I can't.
Exactly.
So if we got these roles, like you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going back to work, like, so everybody got to get cross trained. You need to learn, like, so you know. So I think that is a healthy energy for your marriage,
for sure.
Whatever is needed for us to be us,
and that's just how
whoever can do it at the time.
Yeah,
that's who's doing it.
That's pretty much what it is.
And we're not about to write down like I did this 8 times. It's time for you to do it 8 times in a row. Like what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That means that you're being intentional. Like if everybody is intentional about doing what's needed for everybody, nobody gets left behind. But if you stuck on I'm the man and I'm just supposed to provide and you're supposed to listen to me and you're supposed to put me first and all the things, and then the wife is over here and she's a go-getter, she's an ambitious person, she has this mindset, and then she has goals for herself and you're dimming her light. Yeah. Then that breeds resentment. You know what I'm saying? Because God forbid that you shine bright. You are a big personality. He seems to be a little quieter, you know, whatever.
Much chill.
Yeah, but God forbid he wasn't able to handle that because he wanted you in a role. Like what you're doing now, a wife back in the day wouldn't do.
Right.
You better not be out in these on this camera, like bigging up, like, and I'm over here. Nah, no way, Jose.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I think that in our lives now, but we have to be intentional to do what is good for your. If he stay at home and you work and that's what's good for your relationship, do it. Yeah. No shame. Do you. Do what is needed for y'all. Yeah. And like, I think people get so hung up on what people are supposed to do. You know that S word. Submission. Child. You had the camera. Where you going?
Child.
But
I do believe
that from you. Like, do he tell you? I mean, like, I'm not trying to get into your business, but he doesn't. He's not I need you to submit to me right now. Like, he understands that things that you do is your way of submitting to him. Yeah,
and I feel like he never mentioned anything about submission. I had to realize that I wasn't submitting, right? So like you could be like, oh, I want a leader now, because now when it comes to roles, I do believe that a man is supposed to lead and a woman, you know, is supposed to submit. Yes, like I do believe in that. But I had to realize that, like, I always be like, oh, I want a leader, but I wasn't allowing him to lead. You know, like I'll say, okay, babe, what do you think about this? And we're doing this, and this. And then I'm like, no, I don't like that. Let's do this. That's not allowing him to lead. Like, that's not
the space that you got to learn to be in. Yeah. They do not do things the way that we do.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It might be there, but you might.
Or I'm thinking, like, if I see something that I feel like the house needs, or something needs to be fixed, or something like that, his timing is not my timing. I have to allow him the time to get, and he always, like, I know he's going to get it done. I just want it done when I want it. Yeah.
Instant gratification.
And girl. he don't be fazed by that. He like, girl, I'm gonna do it when I do it. Like, he don't be fazed.
But that's so good. That is so good that you realize that you were not in a submissive, in as much of a, because I believe you were submitting in some way.
Yeah.
So like in as much of a submissive state with him as what you wanted to be.
Yeah. Because I'm very like rah. So I really have to like check myself sometimes.
So would you say he softened you?
He has very much so, because maybe I was rough around the edges, because I mean I was the only girl of 5 brothers, so very rough around the edges, very into getting what I want. You know, like I'm the princess. So yeah, very much. You know, I'm running things. And he was like, no, baby girl, like, that's not how we doing it. And I love that. Like,
ma'am.
I love that for me.
I love that for you too, man. Okay, I love it, all of it. But yeah, I admire how you are willing to call yourself out, like on social media, to lift other girls up, like to get somebody else to rise on up to what they can be, like their full potential through experience and just realizing, like you said, that you weren't doing a certain thing. So the motherhood, wife life. Now we talk about the boss babe.
Okay. Cause girl, I'm in limbo right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this whole, and it's so crazy because I feel like these past, I feel like I've gone hard. Well, I've dropped a planner every year, and I have like 5 planners. So I've been in business like 5 years, right? And I've been going hard for 5 years straight, and I feel like this is my first season of like rest. And it's kind of really hard for me right now because I'm so used to being that I'm at every business event, I'm taking classes, like I'm networking, I'm collaborating, I'm on social media, and like it's like at this point I don't know.
You're
but
content in the state of being.
Yes, and I'm so content. But that is something that I really had to pray on. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, Lord, like is this what I'm even supposed to be doing? Because I don't want to do that right now. Like I don't want to be like I want to be a boss babe, but I want it to be soft. Like I don't want to be running ragged every weekend. Like literally when I got off from my 9 to 5, I was in my office working on my business. On the weekends, I was in the office or I'm out doing some type of event or something like that. And I was like, it was a lot. So I feel like in this season, like this entire year, I've been chilling and I've just been so happy. Like,
but you still generating revenue.
I am, but it's not as much. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I can. Yes, it is. Like my business is definitely paying for itself. Like I'm not using no personal funds or nothing like that. But
so you probably got a little profit. And
yeah.
Say eat to get satisfied.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. So you gotta eat to get satisfied, not to get full. So I say all of that to say you was in grind mode, grind. So you was cooking. Now you eating. And you satisfied.
Yeah, I am.
But if you was too full, you would be overweight. Which you were before.
Yeah.
Because you had too much weight on you.
Yes. Yes. And I just feel like God always gives me exactly what I need when I need it. So in that point, like, and I feel like He always sets me up for the next season. So when I feel like I had to go through that grind hustle mode to be able to appreciate
because if you did,
this,
it wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah. And now like I can really truly appreciate this season of like stillness.
And that's the thing about seasons. They change, baby. You're not stuck. And like you have to learn what type of coat you wear. And when it's time to take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
God
be doing his big one.
Yes.
And like so you opened up something there because because I pray, and y'all know this is like unscripted. I pray about the topics and the different things that God wants me to do, but for some reason this time, like I was like, okay, I need a scripture. I want a scripture. And I wasn't hearing anything, but then when you start talking, he took me right to the Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31 woman. And like I'm gonna read a little bit of that, but you are, Tahira, you are the total package.
Thank you.
Like hands down. But the beauty in that is that your posture is right. Like your posture right now, you sitting up, you got right.
I'm weak.
But by design, when I had to say that statement, you was perked up, but your posture's right. Because posture matters in every season. You can't catch the ball if you ain't down ready for the hype. You know what I'm saying? You can't make the basket if you don't got your form right. So
Mhm.
posture, it matters. And I think a lot of times as human beings, pretty much, we get hung up on, the things that we want,
Mhm.
and we don't take a step back to see if we are ready to catch it.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I can want a husband, but if I ain't a wife,
Mhm.
if I don't have wife mentality,
Ooh.
I can't get a husband.
Yes.
I can want a
Mhm.
child, but if I'm not motherly,
Mhm. Mhm.
I can't mother the child. I
Yeah.
might can have one,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna either end up being a friend. We're gonna
Mhm.
be enemies. Like, you know what I'm
Girl.
saying? So you just got to be careful. You got to be careful what you ask God for, because you
Mhm.
just might get it. And
Mhm.
then the thing I love about God is how you say He gives you just what you need when you need it. Is that He is all knowing, right? So He know what time it is in certain seasons of your life. But the thing that I love about God is that He's a gentleman.
Mhm.
He's never going to force himself on you. But
Mhm.
because he's also a man in your life,
Mhm.
he's going to make sure that he protects and provides. So he's not going to give you something that he know you can't carry.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
knows it's too heavy. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just have to hold this a little bit longer till she get her muscles up,
Yeah.
so she can hold
Mhm.
it herself. But it is so beautiful, because you ain't a Bible toting, fire breathing, go to
Mhm.
church every time the doors open Christian, but you know God.
Mhm.
And because your heart is pure, because God deals with the heart,
Yeah. Yeah.
the heart of things. Like, He don't care what you do when people can see. He cares what you do when people can't see.
Mhm.
How you
Mhm.
praise Him, how you
Mhm.
thank Him, how you reverence Him, how you honor Him. Do you honor Him with your business? Do you honor Him in your marriage? Do you
Mhm.
honor Him in your mommyhood? Like, do you thank Him for the blessing that's in that little baby when they get on your nerves?
Mhm.
Like, are you still thankful that He chose you to
Mhm.
be their mother? Like,
Yeah.
your posture matters. And I tell, like, the young ladies that confide in me a lot when they tell me they're ready, they think they want to do this and do that. I'm like,
Mhm.
look, let me tell you something. You
Mm.
get out here in these streets and you bring a baby in this world, you have to be able to do the thing that it requires of you, because you got to be able to see the blessing on it when it ain't looking blessed.
Yes. Oh my God. Mm.
And you can't,
Mm.
you got to hold on to it when it's falling apart.
Mhm.
Sometimes you are the only one that can hold it together. So
Yeah.
you might be dependent on a certain thing in your life to be the solid rock and the foundation for you, but then you the one that's supposed to come and hold it together.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, like, I really, I don't know. I see you in a completely different light. Like, I love you already. No shade. For real, I see you just having the detailed conversation. I see you in a completely different light. Like, there is, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, there's this anointing that's on your life
Mm.
that is
Mm.
like covering you. And
Mm.
the things you say, the way that you articulate your feelings and how you move in certain seasons about certain things, and just the natural stuff. Now, ain't nobody asking you to go and change who you are, because God knew
Yeah.
who you were.
Mhm.
That doesn't make the anointing any less great,
Mhm.
and people like get hung up on the fact that I ain't in church and I don't got to do this. What I want to say to you is, um, I think you're in a season of not just rest but reset
Mm. I
for a greater
I
purpose.
like that. I do.
So that's what I heard in the spirit when you were talking. Like, I heard, like, yeah, you're resting because this is a reset for you to
Mhm.
pivot. You're gonna pivot to something else. I
Mhm.
don't know what the something else is, but I believe that you have
That is so crazy. That has been tugging at my heart. When
what?
I say tugging at my heart, oh my God. Mm.
I really do feel like you're assigned to some people, and there's something that
Mm.
you got to get to them, that God needs to use you to get through to them.
Mhm.
And I believe that there's a greater purpose on this stuff that you're doing, because it's cute and all and everything, and it's entertaining, but it's
Mhm.
more there.
Yeah.
Like, to your point
Mhm.
where y'all was looking at each other like, they don't even know. Yeah, they
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
Like, how, like, in 5 years, I want to sit down before that, but I would
Mhm.
love to sit down wherever you are and say, you You remember when
Yeah.
it was on my heart to tell you, like,
Mhm.
and I want to see what type of content you're doing. Like, what are you
I
saying to the people
know.
then? Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing then? Because I see so much further. Like when I prayed that prayer before we even got on the air, like
Mhm.
eyes have not seen, no ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man, like the things that God has in store for you. But it's
Mhm.
because, like, oh my God, I ain't even trying to take y'all to church, but it's because of your pure life.
Yes.
Like how yielded you are to be free, to be transparent,
Mhm.
and to be purely who you are,
Yeah.
and not rush your growth. Like you got to go through all of these
All
seasons.
every single one of them.
They necessary.
Every single one of them. And like when people be asking me like, what does like pure life mean? Like like just because you could say live life purely, right? And then like, okay, well, what does that mean? It's like you're really showing up as not only your authentic self, but you're doing things that like make you happy. Like you're doing things with like purpose. Like you're showing up as your whole self, and you're not just like living for others. You're more so living for yourself. And I always tell people like I'm God's favorite. Even though like you said, I ain't Bible thumping. I can't
But
recite
you are.
verses
But you
like
can.
now. Like I'm not at church every Sunday, but like I feel like I've never I feel like everything that I have like had or accomplished or whatever, like God has had a hand in it. Like I really hasn't like I have not struggled. I feel of course like when you're sitting in it, you're like, dang, this is hard. But if I look back, I'm like, girl, you ain't had not near hard life. Like you have really lived like an abundant life all your years. And
didn't even deserve it.
girl, but I really do think it's because like I used to live with my grandmother like when I was really, really young, and she was a Bible thumper. Like we was in church Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like we was in church every church. Every day. Like I sung in the choir. Like I did everything.
Come on, sing.
Girl, no. So girl, and so I just feel like she like I feel, and everybody says it like I was her favorite, right? And I just feel like she prayed over my life, and I've just been like I feel like I just been like floating through life ever since then. And I just think I'm just one of his favorites. I don't know what it is, but I never really experienced like any hardship, like true hardship. And I don't know. Like I don't even want to say that because I feel like now bad stuff might start happening.
Talk about the goodness of God.
Like, but yeah, I have a lot of favor. Like, oh my God.
And it ain't fair.
Yeah, it's not, and I be feeling bad because I'm like, Lord, it's so many people who be just going through so much, and I'm like, girl, like I can't relate because I just don't.
It ain't fair. It's okay to have a good life. That is what He desires that we have. But you never had a perfect life. I mean, you didn't meet the ones you wanted to. You got pregnant before you wanted
exactly.
to. That baby came before you were married, and like so, it hasn't been perfect.
Or I just feel like the things that like the bad things or the lessons that have happened to me, like whereas they literally like stop other people's lives, I just like use that to like just keep going.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Hardship matters. You're going to either look at your situation and what's happening to you. It's going to make you better or bitter. The glass is either half empty or half full. It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
So if you take that glass and you say, you know what, Charlotte, you're not empty. You're almost full. Let me keep pouring. Then you can just, to your point, float.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only way you can float is if the water rises.
Facts.
You ain't floating on solid ground. So you can have some water. You can tread a little bit. So this is like life. This is what happens, but this is also a testament to what can happen when you live a pure life.
Yeah.
When you are yielded, when you do keep God at the center, even if He's not on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
He's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? If He's really in your heart, your life will display that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really, people say, it's the song by Naomi Rain that I listen to all the time. Listen to it. It's called Evidence.
Okay.
And she was talking about how we came to the show and we got on this stage and I expected the stage to hold us up and we didn't think twice about it. We just walked on the stage and we stood on it. But the things of God, like we're not like that when it comes to God's promises. Like, so you have evidence on your life that He's, to your point, in every season of it, in every area. So I am proud to have been able to even just been in the room with you.
Thank
And
you.
the energy
Same.
that comes off of you is
Same.
so infectious.
Your energy as well, because like some people, like when they be like heavy in church, I be like it's just be so stuffy, and I'm like, oh my God, but you don't give them vibes at all. So yes, I love what you're doing, especially like the virtual Bible study and stuff like that. Like I like for girlies like me who really need that. Like I don't know what scripture to start with or how to break it down and stuff like that. So I really be needing like that type of like guidance and just like those real conversations when it comes to stuff like that.
And it's good for me. Like when I went into ministry, I got licensed as a minister in 2019. And the one thing that I didn't want to do, like when I first started, I felt like I needed to be like everybody else. But thank God for my pastor. You know what I'm saying? I kept wanting to wear like certain, and then I was just like, well, I cannot do this. It was so not me. And then the Lord was like, the people that anoint you, I did. The people didn't call you, I did. And he was like, and I knew you was gonna wear that, and I knew you was gonna do this, and I knew you was gonna go here, and I knew you was gonna like this person.
Yeah.
And I knew, like I knew. So why are you ashamed of who you are? Why is that? Because I wouldn't even tell people that I was a minister. Like,
really?
I was trying to keep it quiet.
Why?
Because I felt like it was gonna like make people be different towards me or around me or not welcome
they
my
couldn't
presence,
be them.
or feel like, because like sometimes my friends they'll slip up and they'll cuss or whatever, and I'm just
they
like,
feel like they can't be themselves.
Yeah, they like my dad, and I appreciate the reverence and everything, but I'm not God. So you know what I'm saying? I love the respect and everything. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have a heaven or hell to put you in, and I'm never gonna treat you as such. Yeah, and I ain't perfect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love God.
But I feel like the girlies need people like you. Cause like I'm thinking of like Sarah Jakes. That's my girl.
Girl, you're like the fifth person that said
that is my girl. But I get the vibes because it's like she's the one, because like I can tell you I had it. Of course, like you pray, but you really don't be in like the presence of God. Like, like you really don't just be sitting down and you don't have that relationship with him. And I hadn't had that relationship with him for like years until I just came across her on social media. And I was like, who is this? And I was like, Jace, like is she related? And then, so then I started going down her social media, and I'm like, I can really relate to her. So then I started listening to, I started listening to her podcast. I started reading her books, and that is like what really got me like back into wanting to build that relationship with him. But if she would have been some snooty, like, how Sarah Jakes is. Like, she's an around the way girl. And so I just feel like he be bringing us your type for the girlies. He's like
definitely
me.
Raising up a remnant. Yeah, that's much different, radical, chill, not churched all the time. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting hot. I want a ponytail. But because the Lord never designed for his way to be restrictive. Discipline, yeah. Yeah. No. If it was designed to be restrictive, he would never gave us free will. You see what I'm saying? So like, and then the word of God says, whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And like I have one of my best friends. She probably don't want to say this. I can say her name. Well, she knows who she is. But like, she always like, because I wore this dress. And a couple of weeks ago for her birthday, that dress wear me to death the whole entire time. So much so that I kept pulling it so much to hear it. I put a hole in it. Before I got home that night, she had a hole in her baby. And everywhere I went, people was like, "You look so nice. Oh my God, you look so nice." And I was just like,
trying to fix it.
Oh my God, if people don't see me, I was like taking pictures. And she like, "Girl, if you sit down And like I just had to be free.
Mhm.
And we was riding. I was driving, and we was riding, and she was like, "Be free, sis. Be
Mhm.
free."
Mhm.
And I was just like, you know what? That's another song by Kiera. She said, "Be free." I'm gonna send them to you. I'm gonna send these
Okay,
songs to you
yes,
because they
please do, because
definitely
I need to add
get
some
you
more songs
together.
to my
Okay.
playlist.
But yes, I just, you know, I'm not perfect,
Yeah.
and I'm not old. I might wear something a little,
Mhm. Mhm.
but that does not make me any less anointed. That does not mean that
Yeah.
if I gotta confront a demon or a devil, I'm not gonna put these powerful hands and this
Mhm.
mouth
Mhm.
on them right
Mhm.
then and there in that. You know
In
what I'm
that
saying?
dress, right, right, right.
That has nothing to do with what's on the inside of me. Now, don't get me wrong. We do need to be intentional
Mhm.
about the type of. And then I do have a brand. Like the
Mhm.
Beautiful Ashes podcast is something that God dropped in my life.
Mhm.
People kept speaking over my life, like you have an audience and there's things, but it was for the exact reason that you just said, that the Lord is sending us people. Because this one older lady, she was like, "Ain't nobody talking to the people that's coming to the Lord like you talking to them."
Mhm.
She was like, I'm 70 years old and I've never had nobody tell me about that pericope of the text like that
Mhm.
so I could grab it and it would
Mhm.
have just hit me.
Yeah, cause he could say something to me, and then you could say something to me, and I can receive it better just by the way that you're articulating it to me, or because it's like down to earth.
Yeah.
I can't connect to the other stuff.
And I preach
So.
like that. Like when I give sermons and stuff, I am like that. And at first I was just like, I don't know. And then the
Mhm.
Lord was like, look at me.
Yeah.
Quit looking at them. Stop looking at these numbers. Don't worry about how many people sign on. Don't
Mhm.
do that. Keep having this Bible study because the one person, it's all about the one. He left the
Yeah.
99 for the one.
Mhm.
So why I look like over here
Mhm.
looking at the numbers? The only
Exactly.
numbers I need to be looking at is numbers 23 and 19.
Mhm.
That's the only one. Get that scripture in me. But like so I'm just like, thank you for saying that. Because even though I'm strong in who I am and I know that I'm being obedient in this season, it does still feel good to know that I'm reaching people.
Mhm. Mhm.
And because it's not me,
Yeah.
that God is able to reach them through me.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to boast on it. It's not. I don't care. I
Mhm.
mean,
Mhm.
I would do it again and again and again for Him, but it's definitely not about how I feel. But I do. If I can keep somebody from jumping off the bridge
Right.
or picking up that gun
Mhm.
or running away or whatever, if I can turn them back,
Mhm.
because I'm supposed to just point them to, and
Mhm.
if I can be that
Mhm.
light
Mm.
that
I like that.
shines,
Mhm.
then that's all I want to do. And if it's just one a day, one a month, one a year, it's still.
It's still impactful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's so good. So I'm gonna read this right quick.
Okay.
Proverbs 31, and it says, I don't know how much I'm gonna read. Let me see. I'm gonna start at verse 10. Proverbs 31, verse 10. And it says, "A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her
mm.
and lacks nothing of value.
Mm.
She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands." That's you, little worker bee. She likes the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. You up early in the morning to hear it.
Mhm.
She provides food for her family
Mm.
and portions for her female servants. Dropping gems. She
Mhm.
considers a field and buys it out of her earnings. She plants a vineyard, Pure Life Stationery.
Mm.
She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. 9 to 5, 6 to 10. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. Oh my God.
Mm.
Woo! In her hand, she holds the distaff and grips the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are
Mm.
clothed in scarlet.
Yes.
She makes coverings for her bed, and she is clothed in fine linen and purple. You know you put it on. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen and garments and sells them and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. And she can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom and faithful instructions on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate.
What you said that Proverbs what?
Proverbs 31. I started at verse 10. If I can leave you with one thing for the rest of your life, know who you are. You are a virtuous woman. That is what that text is all about. A woman of virtue. Did you hear it?
Yes, that sounds like, girl. I just felt like that. Oh my God, I could relate to almost every line. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you read the Bible, and I'm also like in school right now for to better myself as far as theology goes. But in this course right now, and it is effective Bible reading. So good. I've only had one session, but before that, like my pastor would say, you're so good at exegeting the text, like how you take it and you make it relative to real life. Like when I read the word, I want to see it jumping off the page at me. So when you started talking to me and I was hearing you talk, Proverbs 31 was like bing, 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 like certain things. And that's what helps you to be able to live in the word. Like this is what it means for it to be the living word.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, how can this word live in me? Where can I apply this? Where do I see this? If I come to you and say, "Here, you're a Proverbs 31 woman," but I can't go to the scripture and read it and say, "This how it applies to that." Yeah. So, like for the rest of your days, you're a woman of virtue, like forever and always.
I receive that.
Real.
I believe it.
And I am so proud to have had you on the podcast. Like,
thank you.
We get into our hour. Like, this has been really good for me. I did not even think that I thought it was going to be more. I thought it was going to be something so different.
Really? What you thought it was going to be?
Well, I just thought the conversation would be more like charter. I don't know. I did not expect to feel the presence of God like off of you like that. Like, just feeding me.
Yeah. Oh.
Seriously, like pouring into me.
He's working on me.
Yeah.
He's working on me. I'm a work in progress.
And in you.
Working
in you.
Ooh, I
through
like
you,
that.
all the things. Like not just in you. And that's important. So you gotta know that God is not just working on you. He's not just fixing you, but he's doing things for you. He's using you to reach, because you definitely touch my heart about a lot of things.
Thank
my
you.
Marriage, like all the like things that like to put things into perspective. So I appreciate that. My business, like what I'm trying to do, like that I gotta tidy up some areas. There's gonna be some seasons where I gotta just really just get in there and not do nothing else but just get in there. So I am so grateful for you being on the podcast.
This is my first podcast. This is really cute. I like podcasts.
This is the first of much more for you, but you have definitely blessed the beauty for today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. Like, and in the future, definitely different topics. We can get you back in here so you can drop some more gems. Keep fixing our crowns. Yes. I appreciate all that you are. Like, don't stop.
Thank
Keep
you.
going. Straight to the top.
Thank you.
But yeah, that is all we have for you today, y'all. I am so excited. We done got Proverbs 31 in the studio today. Beautiful Ashes has been blessed. We had some good conversation, y'all. So I hope it was everything that you guys wanted it to be, and I hope we kept you guys engaged. Yes. But please believe me, we're going to have another episode coming real soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you are getting on all of our platforms. Beautiful Ashes, that's BEYOU, the number 2, FULASHIS. Be you to the fullest as he is. YouTube, StreamYard, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. I'm going to tag them right here in our comment section so you can make sure that you follow us on everything. And then Tahira, drop your tag so we can get with Pure Life Stationery and all the things.
It's Pure Life Stationery just everywhere. Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And that's stationery with an E, not an A. So ERY, not ARY.
Pour. She's still pouring into me. I done got that wrong.
Everybody do it, but it
sorry.
literally means like stationary means to like remain the same. So it's the opposite of that. That's how you gotta.
Got you. Good. Just being.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But y'all, we thank you so much for coming on. And until next time, you are chosen. Even if you're broken, you can still be used for beautiful things.
Ooh.
Peace.
Bye.